What's going on, y'all? Check it out. Look what we doing. We ain't doing fried green tomatoes. We doing a tomato pie, y'all. And it's gonna be so tasty. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. Let's get it. And while you here, don't forget to give me that LSS. What's that you say? That's that like, share, and subscribe. That like, share, and subscribe. And if this is your first time here, glad you're here. Hope you become part of the LSS family, y'all. Cause we love tasty. So once we get our tomatoes sliced, we gonna simply spread them out. And then look here. See this last end piece? What I'm gonna do is just cut the end, the very end off. And we're gonna use the rest of this because I hate wasting food, y'all. I really do. So we're gonna take that little core out where it's kind of bad. And we definitely gonna add that into our tomato pie. And then of course, you know we had the rain on. Had to hit them with some salt. And you know we gotta do both sides, y'all. Salt both sides. Now after we salt both sides, we're gonna let this green tomato sit for about 30 minutes. That's gonna help dry out some of that water. It's gonna give you a little bit of firmer texture, which we want because we're gonna have that red tomato in there, and it's gonna be, a little bit, how can you say it, not firm. But anyway, let's go ahead and dice up our green tomato. So yeah, I diced up every one but one, because wifey, she want one fried. So we gonna do the exact same thing with our red tomato. Slice it up, dice it up, and get it into that bowl. And we gonna save 2 slices of red tomato for frying. Cause I want to fry a red one anyway, y'all. But then we gonna go ahead and rain on our mixture with some basil, fresh of course, some oregano, and a little bit of pepper. So now we gonna shoot us a couple of shots of garlic. Then we gonna go ahead and hit them with some mozzarella cheese. Now, as I always say, you don't have to use mozzarella if that's not what you want to do. Use what you want to use. Cheese is always your prerogative. But anyway, let's give that a little mix so we can get that cheese throughout the whole mixture. Now use as much cheese or as little cheese as you like. Now I have a pie crust here that I pre-baked for about 5 to 10 minutes just to get it started at the bottom so the juice wouldn't cause the bottom of the pie to be, mushy. And then we're gonna get our mixture in and see all that liquid. See if we didn't pre-bake it, it wouldn't really bake up right at the end. So now we're gonna add a little bit more cheese at the top, which is totally optional. If you don't want that much cheese, don't add that much cheese, y'all. And then after we do that, ain't much left to do but to add that top. Put that top layer on. Now this is those pillsbury pie crust, that you unroll. You can find in the freezer section of most grocery stores. And once we add our top, actually, all we have to do now is just cut that excess off. Once we get that off, we're gonna take a fork and we simply just gonna press down and bond the 2 pie shells together. Just that simple, y'all. Just that simple. Then we're gonna poke a few holes in the top And we ready to go into that oven. Now our oven is preheated at 400 degrees. And after about 15 to 20 minutes, we ready to go, y'all. And for me, as soon as it come out that oven, I'll hit it with a little bit more cheese on the top. That heat from that pie is gonna melt that cheese. So let's go and plate up, y'all. There go a piece of pie. Another piece of pie. Oh my goodness. One fried red tomato. And I fried me up some taters, y'all. So now this is totally optional, but this is what I like. I threw me a couple of fresh cherry tomatoes in the mix and some basil, fresh basil. Y'all know I love to grow that basil outside. And let's take us a bite. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. Love, peace, and keep it grilling, y'all. See ya.